Good morning, my name is Carola Love and I'm a speech language pathology assistant. I am passionate about how our auditory processing works in our brain and our ability to communicate. The specific purpose of my speech is to inform the audience about the auditory processing and the impact it has in everyday communication as it involves our ability to listen or understand spoken language. As you can see on this board, the information coming from our vision and hearing systems impact the way we learn, we pay attention, we listen, and we memorize information. It has been during the last decade that auditory processing has been given growing amount of attention due to its links to learning, language acquisition, and overall ability to communicate effectively. Auditory processing is our ability to comprehend a verbal message independently from our ability to hear well. Something adversely affects the way the brain recognizes and interprets sounds, most notably the sounds composing speech. Auditory processing aids in our learning in background noise, following oral directions, and understanding rapid or degraded speech. Having knowledge of auditory processing skills will help us in identify and make use of coping strategies and techniques useful for children and adults. Auditory processing aids in our ability to process verbally presented information in loud or silent noises, stay calm in noisy environments, display ability to follow simple commands, ability to read, spell, write, comprehend, and speak, ability to solve verbal math problems, show ability to be organized, recall information, and demonstrate ability to follow a discussion as well as to partake in conversation. We use our auditory processing skills as follows. Auditory figure ground is a person's ability to pay attention with background noise, such as in noisy environments. Our auditory memory represents our ability to recall recently received verbal information and remember information for later use. Auditory discrimination encompasses our ability to detect the difference between verbally presented words or sounds that are similar, such as best and west. These auditory discrimination skills are important when we follow directions, read, spell, and write skills and other tasks. Auditory attention, being able to pay attention, maintain, sustain, divide, and select attention are activities performed by our auditory attention skills. However, health, motivation, and attitude significantly affect our auditory attention skills. And finally, auditory cohesion aids drawing inferences from conversation, understanding riddles, or comprehending verbal math problems. These tasks require heightened auditory processing and language levels. The following is a list of behaviors resulting from auditory processing deficits, as mentioned in the article Living and Working with a Central Auditory Processing Disorder. Listening to TV louder than normal, interpreting words too literally, needing remarks repeated often, difficulty sounding out words, ignoring people, especially if engrossed, unusual sensitivity to sounds, asking many extra informational questions, confusing similar sound words, and difficulty following directions in a series. Coping strategies and health skills are helpful in the presence of auditory processing deficits. When one is having trouble hearing clearly, try working away from noisy environments. If normal noise can break your concentration, work in a quiet place and even wear earplugs. If one misses important sounds or signals that others hear easily, experience poor noise suppression and sound localization, ask others to tap you on the shoulder before they launch into the conversation. You can also use telephone bells and alarms that can be adjusted for volume, pitch, or a visual or tactile signal can also be added. If one gets important messages wrong, such as sound distortion, sequencing, auditory visual transfer, or short-term memory problems, ask for information in writing that will check with someone else who was present or let the speaker know that she is going too fast. If recalling verbally presented instructions is a problem and efficient short-term memory is an issue, take notes. Ask that the information be put on a memo or even record the information. If following complex directions or lengthy explanations is a problem, there might be a problem with subtleties of language. Record the information or take notes. when experiencing difficulty knowing what to say and when, and if you are puzzled by others' reactions to you, one possibility is inefficiency in the part of the brain which registers tonality, expression of the voice, and gives us a quick fix on the situation. You can ask for professional help in the event you experience these problems. So far, I have exposed auditory processing skills, deficiencies, and coping strategies. Auditory processing skills are important in our everyday intents to communicate. Nowadays, there are many professionals that can help us streamline our coping abilities. Being aware of how our auditory processing works, how to identify them, and being informed of the coping skills will significantly improve our ability to react to situations, improve interpersonal skills, and improve our potential to enjoy life to a fuller extent. Thank you.